that she would systematically beat them.
You got him in his bed. He didn't have a chance to get his gun. Use the devil in disguise, man. You're gonna be a loser, and I hope to God you die on that floor in the penitentiary, punk.
So with that said, you're going to be remanded to the sheriff's department to fulfill your sentence. You realize that you're never going to get out of prison. You're going to die in prison. You understand that?
Oh, yeah, shot it. Sir, stand your around. No retreat.
That don't mean where's the evidence? She said she was all that. She said she was. Where's the evidence showing that she was?
This is 19-year-old Javon Woolfork.
I said it was consensual.
Consensual?
Yes, sir.
All right, tell me about the consensual part when you went in the room.
It happened before, way before they started fighting. We was all in my room chilling. We was drinking. I had coke, and she wanted some coke, so they left out, and it was just me and her in the room. Now, I don't get into all the details. So she was snorting powder. She snorted powder. This girl is a prostitute. I ain't got a rape for the girl. She's a prostitute.
In 2013, Woolfork and 4 other teenagers lured a 16-year-old girl to a house and brutally her before forcing her to get intimate with Woolfork.
5 suspects were accused in this case. All but one took a plea deal.
The girl who says he raped her. It was violent and disturbing cell phone video capturing a girl being savagely beaten and dragged through this Hollywood home.
To be honest, it felt like hours.
That girl, who had just turned 16, gave jurors a riveting account of being lured to the house and ambushed.
They kept telling me that I need to have sex with Javon, and if I don't have sex with Javon, they're going to keep hitting me. And I told them to let me out of the home, let me out, let me out. I started feeling punches to my face. Okay. I remember Javon grabbing me by my hair, threw my head against the concrete.
While his accomplices eventually pleaded guilty, Woolfork, who was the alleged mastermind of the attack, bullishly went to trial.
Well, listen. What evidence do we have for me to take something?
All right, so
where's the DNA at? Where's the sound entry penetration? Where's the so-called video they have? Where's the evidence?
I took her.
What evidence do you have? Let me know. What evidence do you have? What evidence have?
Ms. Schneider says you gave a statement admitting that you had.
That don't mean where's the evidence? She said she was all that. She said she was. Where's the evidence showing that she was? Where's that evidence at?
They don't got it.
I know what I said. I don't really matter what I said.
Woolfork denied all allegations and repeatedly lashed out at the judge, claiming there was no evidence against him.
No, where is the fact? She said she was held down. Where the was the evidence at? You still avoiding that question.
When police discovered cell phone videos of the attack taken by his co-defendants, Woolfork completely changed his tone and pleaded with the judge in one last desperate attempt at freedom.
I need you to go help me, please, please, that's not what's going on with this trial with you, please, I'm gonna save my life.
The judge denied his request, and Woolfork was subsequently convicted for his crimes.
The defendant is guilty of sexual battery with actual use of force likely to cause serious bodily harm as charged in the information.
During sentencing, Woolfork once again asked for mercy, but the judge showed no sympathy.
I was 19 at the time when it happened. I've been incarcerated for 2 years.
The facts and circumstances here were extremely sick and depraved, and that impression hasn't changed.
In the end, Javon Woolfork was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Although Javon Woolfork's pleas felt genuine, what happens when a grieving brother condemns a murderer to death?
You'll be a loser, and that's it. Your whole life, you're gonna be a loser, and I hope to God you die on that floor in the penitentiary, punk.
In August 2022, officers were dispatched to a Michigan home after receiving a call about a shooting.
Jackson 911.
Yes, someone shot up our house or something. I don't know. They both look dead. I don't. There's the front doors shot out, and one's on the ground, and I think the other one's in the living room on the ground.
Okay, so hang on just a minute. Somebody shot your door, and there's somebody laying on the ground.
It looks like it. Yes, it looks like they're dead. I'm not sure. I got there and I picked out and I left.
What's the address?
Yes, I was just coming home. Yeah, I stay there.
Okay, so does it look like this person that's laying on the ground has been shot?
I can't. He's not moving, and the glass is shot out with the front door. I can't tell. I'm scared. Like, if I was there, they would have shot me too. I wasn't there though. Like,
how long ago did this happen? Do you know, or did you just get home?
Just like 15 minutes ago. I just left. I'm scared. I'm trying to ask somebody to answer their phone and figure out what to do. I don't know. I'm panicking. So I'm trying to. I had no signal. I had to get all the way off of off of Brady Road to even get.
Okay, so there's just one person laying on the ground?
No, there's two. There's one in the living room on the ground. It's so dark in there I can't tell. Like, if I can't tell. Like,
police found the bodies of 3 elderly men who had been fatally shot multiple times. A fourth person, 43-year-old Zachary Borton, who lived with the victims, was missing from the scene. All 4 were members of the outlawed motorcycle club Iron Coffins.
Borton was wanted in connection to the deadly shootings of 3 men who were found dead at a home in Grass Lake, southeast of Jackson, Sunday morning. Borton was also wanted in Grand Rapids for assault and shooting a firearm at a building.
Borton was eventually arrested and brought in for questioning, where he claimed that he shot the men in self-defense.
So I shot him twice, or 3 times maybe. He was coming in the door. Yeah, he was coming in the front door. And then he was yelling like something like "motherfucker," like he was agitated for sure. He had a pistol like drawn up, and so I shot him, and then I I'm not sure. I thought it happened kind of fast and slow motion. Like at the same time, it was all like kind of blurred. So I shot him, and then like after I shot he was coming out of the back, and so I turned towards him and shot him, or at him rather. I don't know if I hit him the first time because he turned, and when he turned to like kind of get away, I kind of ran back towards him.
However, the jury.
Tell my people now, I get the market woman. So that's make a show now. This stainless steel steamer pot. Una see am. You where they cook more. You dey think of how you go take do this more. How you go take do whether na nylon you dey use wrap am or whether na for and million plates will make her bring that out when you see. Una see am. This one now you go first put inside. You see am. When you put am now, this one now your more plate you go arrange am like this. You go arrange them like this. You can't cover your mama like this. Nobody mama, even up you go use and do. Your peer you go use, even your veggies you go use and steamer. Even you where they go for where they find it. This kind one, I be the gift you take it the bride. Una see am. As you dey cook her mama, na so the bride because they remember you. Now apostle prayer, now the bride will take prayer pray for you. Una see am. You see am. You put your mama finish your power. All you go do on here. Your veggies set you go the steamer for here. Una see how beautiful this 3-layer steamer pot dey. You see am. Your concept, as you dey for corn season now, you go put am here. You dey cook your mama, you cook your corn. You go come cover am like this. Una see am how beautiful this thing be. You get am for wholesale, we get am for retail. And na shingly money we dey take sell am.
By it, and Borton was ultimately convicted on 3 counts of first-degree homicide. During sentencing, the brother of one of the victims confronted Borton and tore into him.
You killed my brother. It wasn't self-defense. If there was any kind of self-defense, you would have got up on that stand and went ahead and said something about yourself or something like that, or instead you cowered down. I was a part of the United States Army. You think I'd be afraid of you? Other people was? I will take your head off, boy. Blink your eyes. I'm serious. Not 1 shot, not 2 shots, 5 shots, 10 shots. Clips. Just wasted away on my brother. And shaking. He was sleeping. You got him in his bed. He didn't have a chance to get his gun. You ran through that house like a madman wanting to kill people. That's just your problem. You was the devil in disguise, man. You're a loser, man. You'll be a loser, and that's it. Your whole life, you're gonna be a loser, and I hope to God you die on that floor in a penitentiary, punk.
Even the judge believed that Borton was a cold-blooded killer and sent him to prison for the rest of his life.
You know, this was a horrible case. I mean, it was a horrible crime. I mean, it occurred in a scenic, nice, peaceful part of the community. You had a .40 caliber handgun. And you know, later on we learned during the trial that you even talked to the police and said, you know, in that interview at Grand Rapids, you didn't always have a .40 caliber. You kind of traded up guns. And let me tell you, a .40 caliber, handgun is a man stopper. That's a big gun. 12 citizens, randomly drawn from the community, from all walks of life. They determined that beyond a reasonable doubt, you acted in lawful self-defense. They considered your defense. They rejected it. And what did you do? Oh, well, you got your shooting rampage, and you saw him get up off his bed, and you saw something shiny in his hand, and of course, where are you? You're in a meth rage, and then you just decide to start shooting. And you shot him, and he went down to the floor, and then you saw him move. To me, this is the most significant testimony in the trial. You saw him move. An 80-year-old man that you already hit with a .40 caliber round, and he's moving. So what do? You just hold your weapon, control the situation, see what's going on? Hell no, you went and moved in. You hunted him down. You pumped multiple more rounds into that 80-year-old man, and Mr. Fraley, and that's exactly why the jury convicted you of first-degree murder. You're very familiar with guns, Mr. Borton, and you picked one that certainly was able to finish the job and gun 3 men down in cold blood. And that's what you did. Cold-blooded murder. So on count number 3, first-degree murder, the court is going to impose the most significant sentence allowed under Michigan law. Life without the possibility of parole. You're going to go in the front door of the reception and guidance center, all things being equal, they'll take you out in a black bag on the way out. So that's what life without possibility with parole is all about, Mr. Borton. And you'll meet lots of other lifers out there that, engage in the same kind of crime. You don't have to worry about your parole date because there won't be one.
While Zachary Borton didn't even flinch for a moment while getting blasted in court, what happens when a murderer lashes out at the victim's family?
Bro, stop looking at me, bro. Look at me.
This is 27-year-old Deshaun Boylan, who is facing murder and theft charges in Muskegon Heights, Michigan.
You understand the charge and the potential penalty?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Can you say it again?
You want me to read the charge again?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. On Jefferson near Barney, that you allegedly committed the offense of homicide, open murder. You did murder Jacob Mark Remu.
On June 26, 2014, surveillance footage outside a bar captured Boylan stealing a car from the parking lot. 26-year-old Jacob Rameau saw his brother's car getting stolen and sprang into action. Throwing his jacket aside, he jumped on his motorcycle and sped after the carjacker. Unknown to him, Boylan's accomplice, 31-year-old Robert Gee, pursued Jacob in another car and shot him in the back, causing him to crash his motorcycle in the yard of a homeowner.
What's going on there? Some guy that shot his motorcycle in my yard. He's laying in your yard? Yeah, he's out. We do have the fire department and ambulance and police and all, okay?
Because like I said, his bike was there and he ended up there. So we thought he just lost control and just fell. She was actually talking to him, he wasn't saying anything, he was just laying there. She was talking to him while he was down, and we saw him take his last breath.
Jacob died at the scene of the accident.
He puts his entire head, neck, torso, arm out that window to take aim. He intends to hit that man on the bike with the bullet.
Robert Gee was eventually convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without parole. As for Boylan, his trial got off to an explosive start. During a preliminary hearing, Boylan lashed out at a witness and was promptly removed from the courtroom.
However, he could be released to the department.
Later, as his hearing came to an end, Boylan abruptly stood up, started pacing in the courtroom, and then exchanged words with the victim's family.
Bro, stop looking at me, bro. Bro, no way. Look at me. Hey. Oh,
Ultimately, Deshaun Boylan was found guilty of first-degree murder and perpetration of a larceny and was sentenced to life in prison without any chance. While Deshaun Boylan disrespected his victim's family in court, what happens when a dangerous gangster flips out at a judge? In the case of Akeem Artis, Deshaun Austin, and Travis Scott, three Hoolies gang members who were facing multiple murder charges in Brooklyn, New York.
We don't need to show this no mercy. You left me to tell his mother, who adored her son, he was dead.
In December 2018, 35-year-old Tyreen Walker was walking home. Then, in March